I've known about Analog and their handheld for about a year, though I never bought one at the time. I just recently saw a tweet that, they were basically coming out with a brand new limited drop, and I really like the yellow one, and I just had to buy it. I had to buy it. So this came out, or it was out for order maybe like 2-3 days ago, and now it is in my possession, or actually it was last week. Anyways, we are unboxing the Analogue Pocket. This is the Dandelion. Now, it's not cheap. This is coming in at around $249. Shipping was actually $18, which is absolutely ridiculous to ship this tiny little box. But oh my God. This looks absolutely gorgeous. This is such a great yellow. And you and I are unboxing this together for the very first time. I forgot my tripod in the car, and my girlfriend has the car. So it's just us, guys. It's just us and the vibes. And this is it. It is looking, hold on, my dog is Choji, off. Making a video, bro. Okay. So here it is, the Analogue Pocket in yellow. What is it? Okay, so you can play your cartridge games on this device, but you can also play your emulated games on this as well. I don't know all about the details. I just know that you can play cartridges and you can emulate some games onto this using a a micro SD card, which I have right here. Excuse my disgusting fingers, but it's absolutely gorgeous. It's expensive, and I've seen the complaints, I've seen the remarks. It is expensive, but let's see in hand. I mean, in hand it feels good, man. This is so sick, actually. Okay, let's remove the plastic covering. Now, why did I buy this when I already have a Nintendo Switch? Genuinely, I think the only reason I bought this was to start collecting Game Boy Advance games, which for me personally, they have a super nostalgic place in my heart. Also, I wanted to play Pokemon games. Now, Pokemon games used to be my absolute favorite when I was a little kid, and I spent so many hours on my Game Boy Advance grinding Pokemon Fire Red. Yes, I will be going back and buying all of those games, but also I am going to, I don't think you mod them, but I'm gonna put all those ROMs onto this bad boy right here. Is it a ROM? Anyways, I'm kind of new into the retro handheld gaming community, so I will be, just diving right in. And that's kind of the most I'm gonna get out of this. It's just gonna be like a retro console for me to play all of my old Pokemon games, or the old Pokemon games that I used to have. Now here on the side, you have, it looks like a volume knob, and then you have the power on and off button, and you have a speaker right there. On this side over here, you have the memory slot, and you also have a power, I'm sorry, not power, you have a little sub right there as well. Backside, you have your two triggers right here, which feel pretty good. Now I have big hands, and it feels a little awkward unless I hold it exactly like this, but these feel cool. You put the cartridge right in there, and you can do, I think it's Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, and all of those other cartridges fit in here. Now don't quote me on it, I don't know. I'm just gonna use it for Game Boy Advance games mostly. Backside over here, you have the USB-C port right there. This is going to be your headset port. And then you also have this, I think this is a Game Boy Link when you used to play multiplayer or connect two different consoles into each other. That's actually pretty cool. Front side, buttons, thumb pad. Is this a thumb pad? I don't know what this is called. Anyways, this is really cool. Let's turn it on for the first time here. Do you hold it or do you just press it? Okay, we're gonna hold it and see if that turns it on. There you go. On for the very first time for the camera. So I obviously don't have a game to play, so what I'll do is probably install some games in this SD card and then see how it goes.